Good evening, Summoners, and welcome to Cooking with Lou Boo. I got a no-nonsense kind of cooking episode for you tonight. I'm going to be bringing you Taric's Simply Fabulous Chicken and Waffles recipe. Now, this is my chicken and waffles recipe, but we know the gym crafter himself, big fan of the chicken and the waffles. So, first thing we're going to do, we're going to check out the ingredients, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the food, and then we're going to get into some cooking and some fun, and it'll be good times. So the first thing I'm going to go over is the ingredients. Of course, nobody knows ingredients like Taric. So we've got our strawberries for insight. We've got blackberries for harmony. We got our blueberries for vigor. I got fried chicken up here for divinity. That's already kind of warming up on my oven here. I got maple syrup. This is grade A maple syrup, 100% pure dark amber. This stuff is pretty expensive. It runs you about $15 for a small bottle. That's pretty pricey. I don't think you need that. Aunt Jemima's or Ms. Butterworth's is fine. Please don't go out and buy $17 syrup and you can't afford your phone bill. Then you talk on the internet shit about me. I don't like that. That's not nice. So I got that. I got my knife. I got my tongs, as always. Yeah. And so we're going to get on into it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fried chicken, I'm going to put it in the oven, and I'm going to turn this thing on, get that going, so that's going to cook up a little bit. I'll tell you a little bit about waffles. Waffles have been around since, I think, the 9th or 10th century was the first time the waffles actually showed up in the world, around the same time as the invention of like wafer pans. It was kind of a religious thing. So they've been around for years and years and years, hundreds of years. They didn't make a first official appearance in America as a recipe until around 1725. That was the first time they showed up in American recipe, so that's kind of it's kind of neat. It's an old school dish. There's not a lot to it. They found them all over the world. They've got Vietnamese waffles, Japanese waffles, you know, Belgian waffles, my kind of waffles, and then we got American waffles. I'm using classic Eggo waffles. I like Eggo waffles. I'm not trying to make my own your waffle batter. That's a lot of work. If you want to do the work and do it yourself, by all means, go ahead. You don't have to serve 100 people a night. So, holla at your boy. That's on you. But waffles are used a lot in Southern cooking. That's where chicken and waffles comes from. A lot of people in the South like chicken and waffles. Obviously, the most famous location you get them at is like Gladys Knight's Chicken and Waffles. You might see Denzel Washington and Taric down there, you know, doing it up real big. And speaking of Taric, a lot of people talk smack about Taric. I see it on the forums talking smack about Taric. Talking about, oh, Taric and Israel. Taric and Israel, they're together, they're a couple. Taric is not with Israel. Taric is a pimp. Taric is a pimp in the most... Taric doesn't even support in lane. He pimps in lane. Taric pimps in lane, and he's got his ladies. He's got his ladies in lane, and he's pimping them. And I'll tell you, I'll explain it to you. Here's how this works. Taric goes out to lane with one of his ladies. His lady does all the work for him, makes all the money for him, gives him a cut of the money. The only time Taric does anything is when someone tries to hit his lady. Then Taric jumps in. And what does he do with his cut of the money? What does Taric do with his cut of money? He goes back to the store and he buys Kindle gems, lockets. That's a chain for those of y'all that don't know what a locket is. Just a fancy chain. So he's buying Kindle gems, lockets, fairy charms, bracelet. Come on, he got a bracelet for his mama and a bracelet for himself. Probably got like a locket with his dad. He's probably got a tattoo of his like pops on his shoulder or something. You can't tell me a 6-foot-tall man with a ponytail covered from head to toe in jewelry and gems is not a pimp. Israel's just one of his many ladies. His customers are Graves and Varus, which already have some issues. It's lonely out in the dusty trail. Graves is all alone. He's looking for his friend, Twisted Fate. Varus clearly has issues. I mean, you got like Vane, the Night Walker Hunter, Lady of the Night. Vane is a Lady of the Night, works for Taric. You got his inside lady, Caitlin, you know, giving him the scoop, let him know if the police are onto him, he gets out. Ta-da! So, you know, you can't, he's a pimp. Taric is a pimp. He was designed by Brackhar. Brackhar is a pimp machine. Since been pimping. Daddy was a pimp. Daddy's daddy was a pimp. Since been pimp. So Brackhar made a pimp champ. His name's Taric, or Taric, which is actually the Arabic word for a man with a hammer. So that's where his name comes from. But yeah, Taric. Big, tall, 6 foot tall, Arab dude with a ponytail covered head to toe with jewelry. You're not going to tell me he's in love with Israel, because I ain't going to believe it. That dude's just getting money. Stunting is a habit. Get like Taric. You ain't never seen a Chevy with the butterfly doors. So that's what's up. So I'm going to take out my chicken, which is cooked. I got my chicken that's cooked up. I got my waffles. I need to get a plate. I done forgot to get a plate. I got my plate. So I got my plate. I'm going to throw my plate down here. Plate my waffles up. My waffles are nice and toasty. I'm going to take my chicken here. I'm going to slice my chicken kind of long ways there. Just get some, you know, chicken fingery type things on. It just goes better that way. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. So I got that. I got my strawberries. Strawberries. I'll move this out the way for a second so y'all can see this. So I take my strawberries, cut them that way, and I cut them down the middle, just like that. Pretty easy. 1, 2, and on these bigger ones you can cut them again. 3, get some slightly smaller slices. So I take my plate here, move my knife out the way. I got my waffles. Get out my way, stuff. I got my waffles. I'm going to take my strawberries first, place up my strawberry pieces. Boom, boom, boom. I got blackberries. Like I said, blackberries are for harmony. Strawberries are for insight. And I got a thing for symmetry, so I'm going to have 2 on each. Ding dong. And I got my blueberries for vigor. Vigor. And you're going to need it when you work with Taric. You're going to need that vigor. So I'm going to lace up some blueberries. Quite a fan. And I'm going to take my chicken, and I'm going to put my chicken on top of the waffles. Just kind of layer it over the top of the fruit. And one of the things about this dish is that it's clearly not something a lot of people are familiar with. A lot of people are going to be, you know, oh, chicken and waffles, that sounds, I saw it in a music video, sounds gross. It's not gross. Stop being xenophobic. Try something new. Try something Taric would try. You know, something weird. But something good. And then I'm going to take my syrup, my grade A dark maple syrup. Like I said, I'm fine with Aunt Jemima's. I just happen to have a bottle of this, so I'm using it. But I'm just going to kind of drizzle that on there. Just a nice little amount. Nothing crazy. I ain't trying to be diabetic. They had to cut off one of my legs, be walking around like Gangplank. Old peg leg. Boom. And that's it. That is some chicken and waffles. I'll let you see that there. Oh, drizzly, drizzly deliciousness. Bring that over here for you here on this camera. Camera one. Camera one. Camera one. Ooh, Lord of Jesus. And that's some good chicken and waffles, man. And that's it. That's a Southern style thing. Gladys Knight would be proud. Now, you can use a fork and a knife. I'm already wearing gloves, so I'm going to go hard in the paint. And something to note is that you get the perfect combination of sweet, salty, the juiciness of the fruit. You got waffles, so you're soaking this stuff up. You can't go wrong. This is Taric's Simply Fabulous Chicken and Waffles. It's truly outrageous. Truly, truly, truly outrageous. I'm cooking with Lubu. You can find us on... you can find Battle and Brew, where I work, on Facebook or Twitter or Atlanta, Georgia. You know, any of those in that order. We stream LCS games on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday on them Super Weeks. I'm on Twitter, obviously, Chef Lubu. You can find my boss, Greg, B&B Greg. You can find Nate the barkeep, our bar manager. He posts up videos of how to make really awesome, you know, Prohibition era, really finesse type cocktails. And you can find us all on Twitter and the YouTubes and the internets. I'll see y'all next time.
I'm a pimp.